The Hops deck just got even better. So welcome back everybody to a brand new Pokemon TCG video, and today I'm looking at my new updated Hop deck. Now, it would be a Hopzation deck usually, but now I basically turned it into a Hops toolbox deck because of the brand new Hops Trevenant that we got. And that actually makes a big difference in this deck, because now you can turn this deck into a one-prizer deck in the mid to late game, which is kind of sick. The idea of the deck is early on, you want to go in with your Hopzation, do 30 damage to your opponent's active, 30 damage to one of their bench Pokemon. You can actually take knockouts with this with the damage boost of Hop Snorlax to do 30 more damage, the Postwick Stadium to do 30 more damage even more, and then Hop's Choice Band to do 30 more damage on top of that. That's an extra 90 damage you get to do with your Hopzation, which lets you take easy knockouts. And when the Hopzation gets knocked out, then you can lean into the one prizer side of the deck with the Hops Cramorant with Fickle Spitting. If your opponent does not have 3 or 4 prizes remaining, this attack will do nothing, but it's a really nice solid attack for 1 energy. And there's the Hops Trevenant with Horrifying Revenge. When one of your Hops Pokemon get knocked out last turn, you get to do 100 more damage, making you actually do even more damage than the Cramorant's Fickle Spitting. That's 130 damage. Now, the nice thing with Trevenant, again, you can turn this into a one-prizer deck with the Cram and the Trev in the late game, but you also get access to a really strong Psychic-type Pokemon in your deck, meaning that we can then play Lillie's Clefairy, which if we're playing against Dragapult or even like Dragonite or something, you can just one-shot them with the Hops Trevenant, which is really good. That fixes your Dragapult matchup a little bit, which is kind of nice. So not only is Trevenant a great one-prize attacker, but it also is a great way to deal with those pesky dragon Pokemon that give this deck problems. I'm also still playing stuff like Munkidori in the deck for some extra damage with Adrenabrain, Psyduck's in there in case you play against any Dusknoir shenanigans. Honestly, the deck comes together pretty nicely, and this might even be better in the post-rotation format. I think that's where this deck might shine, is in post-ro. Because right now, it still probably struggles against Gardevoir and Charizard and stuff, but come post-rotation, this deck actually might be pretty legit, I'm not going to lie. Now, before we get in the video, big shout-out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you're going to get any Pokemon TCG pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking to get any Ascended Heroes codes or any other product codes, singles, stuff like that, Card Cavern's got all that on their website. If you get anything over there, I have to check out. Use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel. Episode how about Card Cavern? Shout out Card Cavern. Link in the description down below. And shout out to my second sponsor, TC Evolution. If you want to get any of the awesome product on their website, their dice, their damage counters, ability markers, great stuff to have when you're playing IRL Pokemon TCG Tabletop. Check them out in the description. Use code LDF at TC for a 10% discount at the checkout. Shout out to my 2 sponsors. Link in the description down below. Use code LDF. And you can also check out my second channel. I just posted my video actually looking at how to upgrade your decks with rotation. My ultimate rotation guide, part 2, has finally been posted. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. And hey, why not subscribe down below here to the main channel? It's completely free, and I would also greatly appreciate it. So here is the list that I've got for the deck. I did make some changes as I recorded the video, but I do like the idea of the Tatsugiri in the deck as your drawing in. The reason I'm not playing Fez is because I don't want to put Fez in play, man, because like the idea of the deck is you can turn to a one-prizer deck. So like having Fez in play kind of griefs you, because, like, you want to just have the Zacian in play early on. The Zacian gets knocked out, and you go into your one-prize attackers. That's also why, I'm only playing the one Bear and the one Clefairy. Yeah, you can start them. Obviously, that sucks. Just don't want to play Fez and have to start with it. It doesn't feel very good. I am playing one Risky Ruins, so I want to try to get some extra damage in play for Munkidori. If you can ever enable Monkey, it's pretty good. So that's why I'm playing the Risky Ruins. I honestly kind of thought about playing a 1/1 Frostlass to get even more value out of your Monkey. Like, I actually don't hate the idea of, like, a Frostlass in here. Then you're playing too many Stage 1 Pokemon because you have the Trevenant already in the deck. I don't think it's necessary. Also, we got Prime Catcher. That's the A-Spec. Pretty good A-Spec. Lets you be more aggressive with this deck, which I kind of like. Yeah, this deck is a lot of fun to play, and honestly, it impressed me, and this could actually be a decent deck in rotation. Like I said, Trevenant is a very strong upgrade for the Hops archetype, and I can't wait to show off how strong it is in today's video. We hit Alakazam. Okay. I think we can beat this. I mean, as long as we just kind of play aggressive, we can probably just win the prize trade. Now, they could have Togekiss in the deck, so we have to watch out for that. We do have Munkidori, so maybe the Munkidori could be relevant here. They are going to move the Abra out of the way. Though, if we can, I mean, if we get Hops Choice Bell, we do have a knockout with Hops Phantump. Or we could just go Zacian. Though, ironically, we could use Splashing Dodge, which would be pretty funny. Like, that Abra stay in the active. I could have knocked it out with the Phantump, which would have been pretty sick. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just kind of want to, I just want to take prizes every turn, I think. So maybe we don't go Hopzation. Well, they got no Abra turn 1. Okay, so if I just go Hopzation here, we're probably just chilling. If I can get this knockout. So let's go Snorlax, Zacian. The Trev's in there. Only 1, though. Alright, that's fine. We can go Jet. We have the knockout on the Fan Rotom. As long as we take, like, 2 prizes, and then every turn we take a prize, we should be able to probably just win the game. That's kind of my logic here. Should work out pretty well. Now, let's just play this to thin. We know we're not getting Iono'd, so there's that. This 30 damage doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. Yeah, just take the first knockout. We should, hopefully, if all goes well, we can take another prize next turn. Right, and we can chill. What's our prize looking like? An Iono's good. And we just try to attack with Trevenant, Cramorant for most of the game, and we can probably win. So that's like the strategy anyways. Just try to chain an attack every single turn, if possible. It might have been a little early to bench Cram, but I don't have like a free retreat pivot in the deck. But Zacian should be able to take a few prizes before it gets KO'd. Honestly, if I draw a Gust, we can try to kill the Abra too. They do have to move this Dunsparce into a Dunsparce, or else it will be getting knocked out by Insta-Strike. They do have a Dawn. Yeah, if Zacian takes 2 prizes, it's fine, because it'll get knocked out next turn, most likely, or maybe it won't get knocked out. Maybe my opponent doesn't find Rare Candy and they whiff the knockout. The bench Fez, that's even better for us. It'll make it even easier to wrap up the game here in the end, I want to say. Yeah, let's see what they do. They got to go into something. Unfortunately, oh man, if I had Risky Ruins in the deck, we could have maybe went Risky Ruins, Munkidori, Adrenabrain, plus Zacian for a knockout for 2 prizes. We actually could have taken 2 prizes this turn, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's a world where we could have taken 2 prizes here with Zacian if we had a way to get more damage on the board with Munkidori. Yeah, Venture Bomb, Risky Ruins could have got us there. That sucks. But yeah, I mean, Pheasantipity is pretty good. We can just knock that out at some point. I think that's the plan. They're not going to put damage on my board, obviously, so they're probably not going to use Munkidori. There's Hop's Choice Band. Debating just holding the hand, because this is pretty good. We can go Cram next turn. Yeah, I'll just hold the hand. Doesn't really matter where I put the 30, right? We're doing 140 with Cram. That's enough, or 150. That's enough to knock most things out. I may as well just hit the Pheasantipity. They're not going to put damage on my board. See, the problem is there... So if I evolve into Trevenant, my opponent can go Rare Candy, Alakazam, Gust, KO the Trev, and then I lose access to the Trev. So I kind of like just waiting to evolve. Like I said, if my opponent is not going to play an Iono this game, we don't really have to worry about losing our hand. So we can kind of just sit on it for a while, because we have mostly everything we need. We have the Trev, we have the Cramorant, we have Night Stretcher to do Trev again. So we have the ability to take multiple prizes. So it's like... probably fine. The thing I'm scared of is whether or not they have a Togekiss in the deck. But I'm going to say they don't play Togekiss. Hopefully I'm right on that. This is where having like a Venture Bomb or Ruins would have been good in their hand there. Because, yeah, I could have killed their Abra and their Dunsparce, taken another 2 prizes, and then I would have been up to 3 prizes remaining, which would have been even easier to work with. Yeah, I mean, we just go Cram, Cram, Trev, Trev, maybe. Or Cram, Cram, Trev, Bear or something. So, we'll see. We just got to make sure we're taking an aggressive lead, which is what we are doing. And then we can just kind of bombard them with 1 prizers. It's kind of like playing Goldengo in a way. All right. It's like well, not really the same as Goldengo. It's like the opposite of Goldengo, but it's like kind of gets the job done. Okay, let's see if my opponent does anything crazy here. Because like mostly they're just going to kill the Zacian, obviously. You knock the Zacian out, and then I go Cramorant, knock out your Alakazam. Yeah, we're basically just praying that they don't play a Togekiss in the deck. Because they have a Togekiss, we might lose. Unless I can find a well-timed Gust. Because I don't really want to get rid of this hand yet. I don't want to play Lillie just yet. I want to wait to play Lillie. Because this hand is good. We are sitting on mostly everything we need to take prizes every turn. So I don't want to... I don't want to do anything. We have Snorlax still and stuff, so... I want to hold the hand for as long as I can. If possible. Because, yeah, they bench a Togekiss. It's a little sketchy. See what they do. Because, like, yeah, as long as there's no way for them to, like, manipulate the prize trade, I can probably take a prize every single turn, which is the goal. And it should work pretty well, I want to say. They got Battle Cage. They can probably win the Stadium War. That's fine. Playing 3 Postwick in the deck. Doesn't really matter. Battle Cage shouldn't really make much of a difference here. Because we're not really going to use Munkidori regardless, because my opponent never puts damage counters on my board. So the Monkey is pretty useless. Honestly, I kind of want to play a 1-1 Frostlass in here. It's probably not very good because you already have the Trev line, but like a 1-1 Frostlass would be like passive damage counters would be nice. Probably not great though. I think we just go Cram. We can go Cram, Cram. Seems good to me. Use Nest Ball. Grab another Cram. Catch the Dark. Knockout. Yeah, we're never getting Iono'd, so I don't have to worry about not evolving my Trevenant. Because I don't want to evolve the Trevenant and then they, like, gust it or something. It wouldn't really matter in this situation because I still have Cram. But it would get to a point where it would be, like, a little awkward, so it's fine. We just chill. We're basically sitting on... We're sitting on a pretty good hand. All we have to do is not with a KO for, like, one turn. As long as we can take a prize every single turn from this point out, I don't think we can lose the game. Thankfully, we have an army of one prizers that can get through my opponent's defenses. Worst comes to worst, we could always try to go, like, Prime Catcher, Bloodmoon, or something, kill Fez if, like, we have to catch up if we do have a turn where we whiff. So that's, like, okay. But yeah, like I said, as long as they don't have any shenanigans in their deck, like a Togekiss or something like that, we should be perfectly fine and able to win the game here. Because we have enough attackers. They go knock out Cram, we go Cram again, knock out the Alakazam, and we have 2 Trevenants waiting in the woodwork to knock out 2 more. We just got to make sure we find energy. We have a Night Stretcher for this Dark Energy, and then we have a Choice Band for a Trevenant. So we just need a Knot with a Beat. But I'm not going to evolve the Trev yet, because my opponent technically... Like, okay, so next turn, if I go Cramorant Knockout, and I evolve into a Trevenant and attach to it, they can go Gust Kill the Trev with the attachment, which could potentially whiff me a turn. So I might as well just wait to evolve my Trevs. As long as they literally never get rid of my hand, we should be able to just hold on to the hand for this entire time, right? So there's no reason to do that. They could Gust Snorlax, I guess, but I have obviously another one in my hand, plus Night Stretcher, plus Choice Band, so it's like, it doesn't really work if they do that. It doesn't really work. Like, there shouldn't be anything they can do here as long as they have no counter to me just taking a one-prize KO every single turn with a one-prizer. The army of one-prizers goes hard here. Yeah, they can Powerful Hand, and then we can go promote Cram once again. Might as well play the Night Stretcher. I'll bench Psyduck. And those Fickle Spitting. I don't think it matters if I bench Psyduck or not. Let's put it down anyways for the memes. So yeah, now we can take one more prize next turn, and then the following turn we have to not whiff an energy. Or we have to not whiff Blood Moon. Okay, we got Prime Catcher. Can we win the game on Fez then with the Prime Catcher? Because I put 30 on it for a reason. I think we have game. Yeah, I think we have game next turn. Right? Yeah, we do have game. 160, 190. Yeah, we have game. Okay. Unless they pick up the Fez, we have game with Trevenant. That's pretty good. Let's see if they can do anything. Do they have any weird tricks? Even if they play a Zerosix Machinations or something like they tech for Mirror, I can just keep Trevenant, Prime Catcher, Choice Band in my hand. So that's fine. I guess then they can kill Snorlax. I guess they'll go Choice Band, Trev, Knockout, Lillie, and hope for another, like, good card. Yeah, that's fine. It's not as good, but it's, like, gets the job done, effectively, so. Should work out here. Let's see if they can do anything to stop me. They got triple the Dunsparce. Not going to be enough, though. Yeah, they need to pull out a trick right now. If they have any trick in the deck to stop me, now would be the time to do it. That's a Tulip that locks in their supporter for turn. We haven't seen their Ace Spec yet, I guess. But obviously, it's not going to be unfair stamp. That'd be just stupid. Imagine if it was. Yo, I'd get punished. I guess, actually, there was no reason not to evolve Double Trev there. Yeah, okay. That is GG's. I think we have game on the Fez, like I said. Doing enough here to kill the Pheasantipity. Yeah, we even got a Postwick. We can do maximum Trev damage with the modifiers? Yo, chill. Alright, Choice Band, Prime Catcher, bring in the Fez, bring in the Trev. Oh! Oh my god, I messed up. Oops. Oh, I actually messed that up big time. I forgot Alakazam doesn't do damage. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're still chilling. Completely forgot about that. Oops. Oh, I completely forgot. They don't knock me out with damage from an attack. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We can still... This actually is still... Okay, knowing that is the case, this is still the better play, because I can at least boss kill the Fez with Trevenant. As long as they don't randomly... If they don't play a Turo here, we should be okay. Ironically, I do lose the game if they play a Turo. We'll see. Yeah, they have Jet. Okay, we're fine. As long as we drew boss off the Lillie, we win. Ooh, I forgot that was the case. Yo, that's pretty scary. What the heck? Yo, Alakazam's broken. Because it places damage counters. Okay, I forgot about that. So actually, that we had to do that anyways. That had to be the play regardless. Because I actually had no way to take a pro. Okay, good thing I did that. Because then I would have had to go for, like, Bear Boss, which I don't have. Okay, good thing I did that. Because we actually, yeah, we had to do that in order to win the game. All right, good, good. Whew, I forgot about the Alakazam's attack. Because I was just like, I was playing on autopilot there. I was like autopiloting that entire game with how it was playing out. I'm like, oh, this is an easy win, bro. And then, yeah, I completely forgot Alakazam isn't knocking me out with damage. So technically, we can't use Trevenant's attack at full value. Okay. That changes things a little bit. That's fine. Good thing we did that. If we didn't do that, we would not have won the game. So there's that, I guess. We weren't going to win the game. It's a good thing I did that. See, now I'm, like, punished for not taking an extra prize earlier if I had a damage modifier to work with, because I could have taken the 2 prizes. I would have been at 1 prize here, and I would have been fine. I could just 2-shot Alakazam. Or kill it with Bear or something. Damn, I completely forgot about that. Still a knockout, right? Yeah, 60 on the dot, thanks to Snorlax. That was close. Good thing I did that. And good thing I put the 30 on the Fez. Every little thing I did mattered. I forgot about the Alakazam. Oh, that's pretty scary, man. That was close. Wait, Larry's the Dunsparce? Yo, we about to have a rogue deck off? I'm kind of down. I still have to play Larry's the Dunsparce for a YouTube video. Now, sadly, my opening hand is not very good. I have no way to get a Zacian in the active spot, which is what I kind of need to be doing here. So that's kind of tough. They got Fan Rodom. Okay, that's smart. All right, we'll see how this goes. We can maybe win the prize trade with our 1 prize army we can make. But the problem is we have to get to that point because my hand isn't very playable. Honestly, the best top deck here would be a Research or a Lillie. Like an Arven. I guess like an Arven 2, but like it's not good enough. I at least need like a draw supporter here. Just give me a Research or Lillie or Pokegear top deck. One time. Let's do it. Let's see it. Or an Energy. Nest Ball. Nope. Not it. That's tough. There's not really much I can do at the moment. Best I can do is just thin out a bunch of basics. Pass. Okay, that sucks. I really wanted to attack there, because like getting some early pressure on with Zacian is pretty important. But we just didn't get the attack. I didn't get any supporters. So the best I could do is just fill up my board and pray we draw something here. I mean, we'll see. It was pretty good if we hit a supporter there. We start putting on a bunch of pressure. All right, we'll see. We still have, like, I mean, it'll be okay. I mean, they're attacking with a 2 prize. I can still attack with, like, Trev and Cram and stuff. It's not the end of the world if we lose Monkey. I don't even know if we're going to get to use Munkidori, to be honest. Like, in this match, like, to be honest, like, I doubt we're going to even get to use the Munkidori. All right, they got the Larry's the Dunsparce. The Cramorant VMAX is back. Are they going to be able to attack me here, though? Let's see. They do attack me. Do I even... I don't even know if I go Zacian, to be honest. It's actually kind of tough. I guess I still go Zacian. Yeah, I don't know. Really wanted to get an attack off there with Insta Strike. Feels bad, man. They need... Oh, that works. They have the Ignition Energy. No, Monkey is definitely dead. They get the Burn in Ignition. That's okay. Should be okay. I mean, I'm still, like, not in the game. I still need a top deck, but it's, like, better than nothing, I guess. See if they have any shenanigans in the deck here. I don't know if they do. We'll see, though. Another Como. Oh, my God. The goat's back. All right, they can knock me out, most likely. What's that? Medical Energy, I think? Yeah, Medical Energy? Okay. I'd actually rather than play that now. I have to put 30 on the bench, Dunsparce. Ooh. Oh. Okay. They got the knockout. I was like, there's no way, right? They need 3 heads to KO Zacian. It's not looking too good next turn. I don't know if I should... I don't know. I think I have to go Zacian, right? I'm like thinking about going... Honestly, I was thinking about doing Phantump. And we drew an Energy. We needed that last turn, but better late than never, I guess. We got to thin out another card here. Get another Monkey out of the deck. We'll put 30 on the guy. Then we can Blood Moon it later on in the game. That's the plan. How much HP does this thing have? 180? Okay, if I draw well enough here, we could knock out the Dunsparce with the Cramorant. Like, the goal is to basically just try to win the prize trade via one prize army, but we'll see. Best case scenario, they whiff the knockout here. Unlikely. They need 3 heads to KO me. They have triple Kamala. Yeah, it's not looking good. Zacian is probably dead here, but we'll see if they can get there. I need a top deck, man. I need a bailout. If we don't draw anything, we're cooked. We just, unfortunately, couldn't get a draw supporter. It's not what we wanted to see. They have Hilda. Hilda's pretty good. That can get them a Dunsparce and Ignition, which is pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely dead. We got to get really lucky here. To be fair, there is a world where they don't knock me out. They're probably going to put it... I mean, they probably at least need 7, 8 energy to, like, get close. We'll see. Ooh, they stadium bump. Dang it. That sucks. I needed that. Okay, maybe they'll whiff. Maybe they'll whiff. Maybe they'll whiff. Maybe they'll whiff. Maybe... Yo, they whiffed! Let's go! Oh, my God. They actually whiffed. I told you, bro. I spoke into existence. Okay, well, now we still need something good like a top deck. Not what I'm looking for. I'll take it for next turn. Cannot believe they actually whiffed, though. That's pretty hilarious. That actually ended up working out pretty perfectly. All right. That's what we needed. We needed a little bit of RNG on our side. Okay. That's good. As long as they don't have anything weird, like a... No, they can't even bench anything because there's no Dunsparce in play. I was like, maybe if they bench like a monkey on me or something random, but I don't think they have that. We can knock them out Cram next turn, call it a day, and then we just have to figure out how to take our last 2 prizes. Okay. I can't believe we actually hit that. That was pretty funny. I wasn't expecting Zacian actually. I was expecting to get knocked out. I'll happily take that. We'll happily take it. So their A-Spec is enriching, so we know that now. Would have been decent to have a Drenabrain there instead of the Jet top deck. But I guess it does allow me to attack a Cram. But I have so many ways I can attack a Cram next turn off my top deck. I guess it was probably better to not do Monkey. But it would have had a good chance to put 30 more on the board. So I got to put 30 here or something. Oh, my opponent's Ionoing me. I guess I have to play the game, but that's a complete good thing for me. And it looks like we're going to draw an Iono. I bet. This hand is a lot better. We got Poké Pad for Trev. If we want to grab it. Okay, that works. Maybe they'll get 4 tails. No. Wishful thinking. 4 tails would have been hilarious, though. Because we would have not KO'd, and then I would have attached a Monkey, maybe, and then Adrenabrain healed, and then attacked again. And that would have been pretty sick. Okay. Will it be enough to win, though? Because I already took the first prize, my Monkey, earlier, which is kind of the problem. So, I don't know. We'll see. We could just Iono them again, which I'll probably just end up doing here. Maybe Artisan thin out a Pokemon, like... Get another Snorlax out. We don't need another Snorlax, but I'm going to get out anyways. Then we're going to Iono them. See if this makes a difference. They could whiff. It's possible. 'Tis very possible. Knock this thing out. We still haven't found a choice band yet, which we do need to find. We could knock out the Dunsparce so they don't play a Medical Energy next turn with Trev. It's possible. I need some help, though. What do we got off the prizes? Risky Ruins. There's choice band. Finally find it. The Ruins doesn't really matter anymore. Okay, let's see if my opponent can knock me out. Maybe, like, the best case scenario, they're down 8 energy. So maybe the best case scenario is the Iono bricks them for a turn, and then I can go boss, and then we can do another Fickle Spitting. They're promoting Fan Rotom, which is a potential good sign. They could have boss energy, though, and kill Phantump. Which I don't want them to... Well, if they take a prize, it's fine. Okay, we'll see what happens. If they don't get a prize card this turn, I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm in a pretty good spot. They don't take a prize this turn. Can I... Cram's doing 180. I need a... If I can draw a Postwick, we can knock out the Dunsparce here. Maybe I should have put Jet Energy on the Cram instead of the Dark Energy. Because I could have Dark Energy the Munkidori and then... But I still would have been 20 short anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We can just kill the Fan Rotom here, kill the Dunsparce, and then Gus for game. Okay, that's fine. We can still win in like 2... Yeah, we can still prize map this out. It's fine. We can kill the Fan Rotom. It's not... We don't have to kill the... If we kill the Dunsparce, it's very good, obviously. That's what I want to do. Okay, what's our draw? Arven? That's good. Okay, so I go Choice Band, 180. So yeah, I can't knock out the Dunsparce. Okay, that's fine. This should work out, right? Because we can go knock out Fanrodom. Could boss kill the Dunsparce on the bench. That's also not a bad option. Could also Arven. I don't know if my other Poké Pad's in the deck, though, because I could get another Trev out, which wouldn't be bad. Maybe we just kill the Dunsparce? Yeah, maybe we just do that. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to do it anyways. This might not be the correct play. I could have maybe taken a knockout with Phantump and tried to flip heads. Force them to have boss. I don't think they got boss off the Cypher Maniac. That seems unlikely. Just kill the Dunsparce there. Shut off their draw a little bit. Because we're going to have to take a 1-prize KO anyways. And if they also do not get a prize card this turn... Ooh, they got the heal off. Okay, that's bad. That's what I was worried about. They would have medical energy. That's why I needed some Adrenabrain damage there so I could put more on. Okay, we'll see what happens. What did they grab off of the Cypher? Nothing. Oh! Hold the phone. Okay, what's the play? That was annoying they healed, because I kind of needed that 30 on that. If I kill the Fanrodom, they go knockout. I could still go Gus for game, technically. This thing can still die to a Bloodmoon Ursaluna, too. But at this point, we can two-shot it, so I guess we should just boss this thing again. We actually might as well just keep killing the Dunsparces. We'll just keep using it. I was like thinking about going... I was very much considering going Phantump there for the knockout. Because if I can flip heads, we buy ourselves a free turn, which is pretty funny. Because I doubt they have a boss. But no, we'll just play it safe. This seems fine. Now we just two-shot this. That works. And we just keep taking out their draw. Clearly, they're trying to get a Dunsparce into play to draw cards. So might as well just keep chasing that. And then now we just... Oh my god, and they pass. Say it ain't so. Okay, well, let's see if we have Poké Pad. Yeah, okay. Because I can get another Trev. Grab Devo. We don't need it. We'll grab it anyways just to, like, be like, yo, bro, I got a Devo in the deck, too. What are you going to do? Honestly, I could have maybe Adrenabrain. It doesn't really matter because we're killing the Dunsparce anyways. Fickle Spitting. Okay, that worked out. I didn't think that actually... I thought they were just going to, like, Cypher stack a supporter like a Lillie or something. I guess not. All right. All right, that works. That worked pretty well. I'll take it. We might have hit Raging Bolt, probably, or this could be something else. Probably Raging Bolt. Our start isn't bad. Do I even need Zacian here? Probably, right? Yeah, I think we always just go with Zacian, try to get some damage on the board. Oh, maybe this isn't Raging Bolt. This is like a Lillie's Clefairy Teal Mask Kangaskhan deck. Well, if we go with Zacian, the goal is to try to take an early prize on one of the Kangaskhan's. That seems okay, actually. A 3-prize KO would be very good. So this is some kind of like Clefairy Teal Mask deck. And they try to build up Clefairy in one turn with, whatchamacallit, with the E-switches and stuff. All right, yeah. This is definitely a good matchup for our little Zacian combo. They can attack with Kang next turn, actually, which is kind of scary. If they have another E-switch. Can't Air Balloon the Tatsu, which kind of sucks. Would have been nice to put it there. Okay, that's fine. We're looking for some good cards here. Okay, we got Postwick and Bag. All right, perfect. I will take it. All right, we'll see if they knock me out next turn. Where do I want to put the 30 damage? I don't think I need to put another Kangaskhan. I think I'd rather just put on Fez. It's probably the best target. All right, how much HP does this thing have left? 180. We actually can two-shot the Kangaskhan, which is pretty crazy, so that might work out. Even if my opponent does take a knockout here, it is possible they can knock me out. They would need a few pieces, but it's possible. Honestly, if they don't knock me out, there's a world where if I get Zacian... No, never mind. I was thinking it was something else. Because like, I kind of like the idea of going like Zacian plus like Adrenabrain. Because we can Adrenabrain next turn. But I can't really do it with this current hand. Crispin. Yeah, I'll see if they knock me out. Because they could whiff, right? If they don't knock me out with Kang here and they flip one Tails... Right, they go Tails instead of heads. We can just... We could go into another Zacian and try to use Adrenabrain, but I can't really move my active. This is probably not going to happen. I would need Prime Catcher to do that. don't think it's worth wasting Prime Catcher. I think we just take the KO on the Kang if possible. Seems pretty good. They do have it. The question is, will they flip heads? If not, I get more damage on the board, which is pretty good. I'd probably just put another 30 on the Fez, though, to be honest. Okay, let's see if they get the KO. They got it. All right. Oh. Loki, I like that coin. It's a pretty sick coin. Where's that from? Their coin's it's kind of nice. It's like a diamond and pearl coin. Okay, they got the KO, but we actually get to KO them back with Cram. That's pretty crazy. Or even Trev could KO them. But Cram takes the knockout easy peasy. 150. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Trev, there he is. Okay, I can Iono or Lillie here. What would be better? Probably Lillie, because I want to keep up pressure. It's probably not. I mean, Iono's cool. They have Fez. Who cares? Grab that. Could Poké Pad for another Cramorant. It's probably a good idea. Probably should have. I don't think we're going to get Iono, though. That's a big knockout. And we get 3 prizes. Wow. Let's see what we got. That's pretty good. Those are all good prizes. All those 3 cards are very good. Nice. We could either win by 2-shotting a Kangaskhan or just taking the last 2 knockouts easy peasy. We don't know their ace spec, though. What's the chances of unfair stamp? That'd be pretty bad. I'll see what they do. That was a big knockout, though. Maybe even Poké Padding for Tassu would have been good. If they just go Mega Bro's just all in on the Kangaskhan. If they go Mega Kangaskhan again, I'm just going to knock it out with Cram. I'm just going to 2-shot it again. We'll see. I mean, they could penny it, I guess. That'd be annoying. That could make a difference, actually. But, I don't know. I also could just kill their Fez next turn. Wonder if that would actually be better than going knockout on the kind of 2-shot Kang. No way they play a penny, right? What if they do have a penny, though? I don't know. Killing the Fez is tempting. I'm not going to lie. Killing Fez here is kind of tempting. It's tempting to kill the Fez. I kind of like the idea of killing Fez. With Boss, and we keep Prime Catcher for a rainy day. Yeah, maybe I'm in the department to kill the Fez, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. One thing I'm liking about this deck so far, though, is the 1 prize board control. Because like I said, I could play my own Fez in here. I could play Latias. Those are all good cards in this deck. But they defeat the purpose. Now, the only problem is we do have Clefairy and Bloodmoon in the deck. So theoretically, that logic breaks if you start one of those 2 Pokemon. Because then you can't go Zacian, and then you'd have like a 1 prize board after the Zacian dies. That's like the only issue. But whatever. It's no big issue. No biggie. Can they even attack? I'm not even paying attention. They've already Crispined. They need knee switch. If somehow we don't get attacked here, that's going to be pretty hilarious. If they don't attack me, then I'll probably just hit the active. But it's tempting to kill the Fez. Okay, they do have the attack. I think. I'm not even paying attention. Do they Crispin the energy on? Or have they not attached yet? I'm assuming they have. I'm assuming that's what bro's cooking. Yeah, they do have it. So, yeah, what is better here? Kill Fez or just punch the Kangaskhan? If we don't get Iono'd, I can just win with Trev. Maybe... Man, I don't know. Because I don't want them to, like, have a penny here, like a Turo or something. That would really suck. I have to work a little bit harder if that happens. I'm honestly kind of down to take out their Fez. I go to 1 prize, though. But I'm kind of down to take out Fez here. TBH. We can save... Because then we just win with Trev next turn. With, like, with Prime Catcher. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to kill their Fez. This shuts off a lot of their draw. They could have a Night Stretcher in hand, but I'm fine with killing the Fez. We'll see if they Iono me. If they don't Iono me, I do have game in hand. I guess they could kill the Trevenant with a boss. I can go Lillie, Prime Catcher. Okay, we'll see. This play is risky. It might have been better to hit into the Kangaskhan, but it's like if they pick it up and heal it, it's bad. I don't know what's in their deck exactly, so I don't want to take any risks. I like the idea of just killing the Fez here. I think I don't know. This might be a bad play. I don't know. Because they go like Iono knockout Cram. I could go hit with Trev and then maybe just Bloodmoon for game or something if they don't heal the Kang. This kind of just comes down to whether they pick up the Kang or not. Because now I just have game next turn with Trevenant. Trevenant just wins me the game on a teal mask. So I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. This is probably okay. We'll see what happens. I maybe should have waited to evolve the Trev. I don't know. Because they could boss kill Trev here. It should be pretty bad. But even if I get like an Arven top deck, I win. Because I could just Arven for Night Stretcher and Choice Band. I don't even know what's in their deck exactly. They haven't really revealed anything crazy. And taking out the Fez just doesn't give them as many resources as they want. Yeah, they just bench another Kangaskhan. That's not even a Fezandipity. Yeah, they just knock me out with Teal Mask. I just win. If they go into Kangaskhan, then I also probably just win. They need to not play an Iono or a Judge or something this turn. This could be a post-rotation deck. Scramble Switch. Okay. Interesting. No unfair stamp. That's good. Let's see if they have an Iono. If they have an Iono here, I'm kind of in trouble. The only problem with this play is an Iono, but... No! They actually have hand disruption. Oh my god. Let's see if Lucian works. Okay, they draw 3, I think. Okay. Can I draw 6? Oh my god, I draw 3. Okay, that's pretty bad. I should get something, though, right? Look at that. We got boss anyways. Lamau and Arven. Good to know. If they Iono me, the same outcome. Lucian puts cards at the bottom of the deck. It's basically the same outcome. Okay. Alright, that works. Get ready for post-rotation, folks. Get ready for post-row. It's game, right? Yeah. They have a stadium. It's not game. 160, 190. Yeah, if they have a stadium card, we don't have game yet. If they bump the stadium, I don't have it. Okay, no stadium bump. Let's go. We win. Trevenant, baby. Yo, I can't believe we actually just kind of sacked like that. I don't know. Maybe it was better to two-shot the Kang. I don't know what's in their deck, though. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm playing against. This looks like a post-rotation deck, though. There's been a lot of that on the ladder recently. All right, let's see what we're going to draw. Night Stretcher. Oh, perfect. It would have worked out, I guess. We can just boss Teal Mask. And Horrifying Revenge for a gigantic knockout with the Trevenant. Let's go. That was an interesting matchup. Two-shotting the Kang there was pretty sick, though. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, we hit an Enzork deck. This is interesting, actually. I don't know how this is going to go. Our turn 1 is not bad. We can put on a little bit of pressure with Zacian, which I think is okay. I don't know. We'll see. I guess like the struggle in this matchup could be that Zork is hard to KO in one hit. But because they have like Monkey and stuff. They also have Darmanitan, which is not good. Actually, this matchup might be bad because of the Darmanitan alone. That's all good, though. We have a decent turn when we can get Hop's Bag, Choice Band. Grab these two. Yeah. Let's take the knockout. One day we'll get to use Splashing Dodge for fun. That's one thing I want to try for fun. Just Splashing Dodge. Okay, Nest Ball for Tasu. Might as well get that. I do want to get Monkey out, though, too. But I could always Arven for, like, a Monkey out. Okay, that's fine. I like getting the Tasu here, so I have more draw for next turn. Let's just knock out, take a prize, see what we got. Iono, there we go. We got a supporter. Okay, now let's see what my opponent is able to do. Because I don't think they're going to knock me out. Also, I guess killing the Darumaka is not bad. They are down a Night Stretcher now, too, which is good. So, we just want to get damage on the board if possible. And then we want to go in for, like, a big... We want a prize map. The difficult thing might be the Darmanitan being in the deck. So watch out for that. But extra damage we get on the board with Zacian is always good. We'll see if they also have their own Munkidori. Because I might have to bench my own Munkidori here to make up for it. They got Reshiram. I mean, Zekrom, Reshiram. Basically, this gets this job done either way. Because I'm going to have to smack into the Zork pretty hard. They could have, like, Turo for healing. We have to be a little mindful. This matchup definitely is not, like, great or anything. But we'll figure it out as we go along. We got our Risky Ruins. Sure. I can get Munkidori here, but it's like, do I want to get Monkey? I don't really need the extra damage. I think I'd rather just Iono. It's like kind of a waste of an Arven, I feel like. I could have honestly went Prime Catcher. That might have been better. Maybe it was better. I don't know. I'll chill for a bit. Prime Catchering the Zorua honestly could have been the better play. But hitting into this makes more sense because I could just kill it with Cram, right? So, yeah, it's fine. Like, I could have went Arven. Yeah, it's fine. I got some value to Risky Ruins. I guess I should have benched Munkidori, but, like, I'm also, like, I just realized that if I bench these Pokemon and let them take 20, I don't heal them, they're susceptible to getting Darmanitan. That's why, yeah, it might have not been the correct play. Though I already have a Phantump and a Tasu in play, so I don't know if it really matters too much. They can take a knockout here with Zoroark, and then I can kill them with Cram, hopefully. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We just got a prize map. We got to go through 2 Zoroarks and then kill a 1 prizer for a game. That's probably the strat. Did they not play that Lillie? Wait, did they not play a supporter? Am I tripping? They didn't play supporter? What's in their hand and not play Lillie? That's kind of crazy. Maybe we just Iono again. There's Energy Search. So I could just Iono. I can go Iono, knockout Cram. But I need a damage modifier, and I can't do Monkey. It's kind of risky to do Iono, but it is tempting because they will have a smaller hand. They didn't play the Lillie for some reason. I guess Trev would have been good. Maybe this would have been a better time to go Trev, actually, because I would have guaranteed the knockout. I kind of want to go Iono, but it's like if I whiff, I probably lose the game. It's better to probably guarantee it. Yeah, just research instead. Set up more. I don't know. Part of me likes doing Iono there, but yeah, it's like if I whiff, which it looks like I probably would have. It would have been pretty bad. How many Nest Balls am I down? The 2. Might need to save that. Maybe. Let's take the knockout. I'll save it, because I might want a Nest Ball for Phantump, but I can always Hop's Bag for it. I might need to save that for Bloodmoon or something. Okay, nice. Good prizes. Got another Choice Band. Yeah, Iono knockout Zoroark there would have been very good, right? That would have been the best play, because then we shrink their hand. They might honestly not attack me off of an Iono. Like, it would have been so good to go Iono knockout there. I really wanted to do that, but it was just too risky. It was just way too risky. So, it wasn't worth the risk. It's tempting, though. I kind of wanted to go for it. Because I knew their hand was like, they were stacking Lillie. Okay. So, I think we just have to 2-shot the Zoroark, right? And we just go hit Zoroark, try to set up a 2-shot, hope they don't Turo it next turn. And then we just kill the Zoroark, and then we go boss for game. Basically the plan. We just Gust for game. This game will come down to a boss, probably. They are getting more Zoroarks out, which is a little scary. This is why I wanted to play the Iono. Because I guarantee they would have whiffed if I got a successful Iono there. It's unfortunate. Yeah, if they go Turo... I mean, they're down double PP up, though, which is pretty good. So I don't know if they're even going to get that. They can't use Darman... I guess they could Darmanitan attack. They can't use Reverse Energy Darmanitan. We can... Actually, I might just have the Nest Ball for Munkidori here, actually. So I can heal my board off and then hopefully evolve Trev. I don't know. Darmanitan is bad. I honestly could just boss kill the Darmanitan. I wonder if that's just the better play, maybe. Just boss kill Darumaka. Maybe it is better just go boss here, knock out Darumaka. Might do that. We'll see. I don't want them to have a Turo, though. It's spooky. Getting Postwick would have been good there, too, actually. We would have denied them the ability to retreat the Reshiram also. Like, Postwick would have been very good to find. I haven't played a Postwick yet. There's 4 stadiums in the deck. Oh, their ace spec is Prime Catcher? Really now? They're actually going after my Phantump here. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's fine. We'll just Night Stretcher it back. It's interesting. I don't hate this for my opponent. It's not the worst play they could have made. I'm trying to think now. What do I want to do? 2-shot the Zoroark or boss the Darumaka? Maybe I could win by going like Gus or something too. Maybe that's an option. Still Prime Catcher. Maybe that works out. Maybe we could just try to go Gus or something. If I get Monkey here. I'm going to kill this. If they take a 2-prize turn, we probably just lose. I think I have to kill this. The more I think about it, it's like, has to be done. Grab another Phantump, just in case. I think you have to kill this. I think we just have to try a 2-shot of Zoroark. Or maybe if we get lucky, we can go Gust. Maybe. Okay, Jet's good. More energy. Yeah, we might have to go for a Gust angle. That's the only... Did they not play Zekrom? Bro, I haven't seen a Zekrom yet. I mean, I guess I don't need Zekrom, technically, in this matchup. Unless they want to one-shot a Zacian. Well, no, Zekrom's still pretty good. I'm surprised they haven't benched a Zekrom. Yeah, there's Darm. They did have it. Yeah, taking out the Darumaka there felt pretty good. I think that was correct. This game is far from over. I think... It's going to be a little weird. Because, like, I could try to win by going Gust, like I said. Or we could try to win the game by going Smack the Zoroark and two-shot. Like, two-shotting Zoroark does seem pretty decent, too. But if they Turo it, I get punished. And that might be all she wrote. Oh, they're bossing me again. Also killing my Phantump. All right, that's why we got Night Stretcher. Interesting. If only I could have won this turn. Too bad there's no Grass Hops Pokemon. There's still plenty of boss, too, which is scary. It's tough. So now Cram is useless. And I kind of regret having double Cram in play. That kind of griefed me. Because now the double Cram is kind of, like, clogging up my board. What's our draw? Another Lillie? I can't go Zacian, obviously. My last choice band. Just burn it. All right. Maybe try to get Arven to guarantee the attack. Because if I whiff Trev off the Lillie, it's pretty bad. I think it is Arven. Guarantee that we get there with the Poké Pad. We do have Devo, though Devo doesn't really do anything anymore, so we probably don't need it. This is bad, though. If they Turo, we do lose. We basically have to hope they don't Turo here. If they play a Turo, we lose. I can't think of any way around a Turo. Yeah, if they Turo, I can't... I'm trying to think. There's nothing I can do if they Turo. That's why hitting the Zoroark last turn would have been better than killing the Darm. But I had to kill it so they don't get access to Flame Body Cannon. So we might just be cooked, honestly. This, like, Turo does kind of hurt this deck a little bit, and this is a situation where we might get bodied by a Turo. The Trev puts in a lot of work, but sadly it might not be enough. Let's see if they Turo. If they don't Turo, we are chilling. No Turo. Let's go. Okay, we're not winning yet. Are we? Wait, Phantump just killed them? No, Phantump doesn't kill. They have 90 HP left. Okay, we're not out of the game yet. We're close, though. We are very close. Do Tasu. All right, I was down to a Lillie, I guess. Can't even Devo for a game if I wanted to. Okay, well. It's a Tasu angle. I need to make it also hit Bloodmoon for a game. All right, that works. Or Poké Pad for Trev. The cooler way to win the game. All right, we dodged Turo. That's basically what we were hoping for. We actually would have whiffed Prime Catcher. So, had my opponent... they should have just retreated the Zoroark. I don't know why they stay in the active. Just realized. All right, whatever. If they retreated the Zoroark, that would have been really bad, too. They could have retreated Zoroark, and I would have whiffed game also. So, we needed both Gust and the attack there. So, I don't know. We weren't really meant to win that game, to be honest, the more I think about it. All right, there you go. That is Hops with the new Trevenant, which I really like Trevenant. It's a nice one-prize attacker. And one thing that this deck really gets to lean into is the army of one-prizers you can throw at your opponent. Again, Trevenant, Cramorant, really good combo. Zacian early game is not bad to put on a lot of pressure. A lot of the time, you're going to take an early prize with Zacian, which we were doing a lot in this video. Honestly, I wasn't really sold on the Munkidoris. We didn't really use these guys that much. So honestly, we didn't really play against a spread deck where these cards will obviously have way more value. Munkidori is a lot better if you're playing against a spread deck. I mean, honestly, maybe we could play a 1/1 Frostlass in here for some extra damage output. Like, that actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. I think the Tasu's really good to have, and then the Clefairy, I mean, you do need it if you play against Dragapult, right? Because the one benefit of Trevenant is that it does have the option to one-shot a Dragapult EX with Horrifying Revenge. Now, I think this deck will be a lot better in the post-rotation format. So that's definitely where you want to be playing this deck, is going to be post-ro. But right now, it's honestly not bad. The Hops deck is always a fun time, and the one-prize board you get to make with this deck is actually pretty sick. So I do like that about this deck. If you enjoyed the video on the Hops deck, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We're on the road to 87/100 100,000 subs in the channel. If you want to help me reach that sub goal, please subscribe down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. You can check out my sponsors down below, Card Caravan and TC Evolutions. Use code LDF, and also check out my second channel. I just posted part 2 of my ultimate rotation guide video where I talked about how you can upgrade your deck for their new format. So definitely check that out if you haven't already down below, and I'll see you on another video. Bye-bye.